coming down on my brain. Gonna jump in head first. Got our backs against the wall till we fly away from. We get off on the hurt, hands in the fire. Oh, feed the pain, we don't take it slow. Feed the flames, we just wanna go higher. Hands in the fire.
Reminds me of that night God laid me down into your rose garden of trust, and I was swept away with nothing left to say. Some helpless fool, yeah, I was lost in a swoon of peace. You're all I need to find. So when the time is right, come to me sweetly, come to me, come to me. Never lead us, alright. Never lead us, she will lead us. Can you hear the dolphins cry? See the road rise up to meet us. In the air we breathe tonight. Never lead us, she will lead us. Oh yeah, we meet again. It's like we never left. Time in between was just a dream. Did we leave this place? These crazy folks around me. You wrap your legs around me. All I can do to try and breathe. Let me breathe. So we can go together. Love will lead us, alright. Love will lead us, she will lead us. Can you hear the dolphins cry? See the road rise
center falls to the floor. The angel opens her eyes. The confusion sets in before the doctor can even close the door. Lightning crashing, an old mother dies. Her intentions fall to the floor. The angel closes her eyes. The confusion that was hers belongs now to the baby down the hall. Oh, my feeling coming back again like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth. I can feel it. Lightning crashes, a mother cries. This moment she's been waiting for. The angel opens her eyes. Pale blue colored eyes. Presents the circle. Puts the glory out to hide. Oh, my feeling coming back again like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming back again like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth. I can feel it. I can feel it coming back again like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth. I can feel it. I can feel it coming back again like a rolling thunder chasing the wind, forces pulling from the center of the earth. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Clap your hands, clap, clap, clap. Stomp your feet, stomp, stomp, stomp. Spin around, spin, spin, spin. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Wash your hands, wash, wash, wash. Shake your hands, shake, shake, shake. Brush your teeth, brush, brush, brush. All right. Good morning.
I've been diagnosed with 7 mental illnesses.
Good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. It's me, Uncle Lou, live for you on LouTube this morning. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it. This is the morning show with Uncle Lou and BVD. BVD will be joining us here in just a second. We do this show 4 mornings a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 8 a.m. Appreciate all of you tuning in. Listen, what a treat you're in for today. What an amazing show we have lined up for you. So count yourself lucky if you're one of the people that are here. Don't forget about the night show, Tuesday and Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, Uncle Lou After Dark, the college football call-in show. Let's see if BBD's got a microphone today. Yeah, good morning. Tuesday, Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. The call-in show. Yeah, that's right. Check that out. And once the season starts, we do that show on Saturday mornings, too, at 9 a.m. So make sure you check all that out. You'll be glad you did. Yeah, you'll be super glad that you did. So anyway, enough about that. Let's move on to something more important. Check out Tyler's channel. Speaking of things you'll be glad you did, you'll be super glad you made this smart move here. Check out TylerBoy_722. Especially if you're one of those people that's always telling me that you want to see an NFL video, college basketball video, whatever else that you know I don't do. Check out TylerBoy722, TylerBoy_722. Yeah, guess what? He was kind enough to sponsor the morning show here for a while. So he's been good to Uncle Lou and BVD. Let's return the favor. Okay, check him out. Leave him a comment. Tell him Uncle Lou sent you. And then tell him good morning. What's up, BVD?
Can you hear me on the phone?
I hear you fine. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Skype. It's working. I Skyped a couple other people last night. It was working fine, too. One of your plugs must be uncorked there
Right.
on that fancy machine of
Yeah,
yours.
it got to be my fault.
Gotta be.
I know you use
Has
Skype
to
on a
be.
regular basis, so
I do, actually.
yeah, I know. So, but anyway, what's going on this morning?
Nothing.
You as excited as I am?
Oh, yeah. I'm just overwhelmed and overjoyed with excitement.
Right. Yeah, this is going to be great.
Always fun to talk to a grown man, especially a fully grown man.
Right. What was your reaction when you saw that video yesterday?
The hell's wrong with this guy?
Oh, I hear you.
That was my response. Actually.
Well,
Oh, are you talking about the video that Chess made?
yeah, what you think I was talking about?
Nah, I don't know. I was thinking about one of them camel videos or something. I don't know.
Sorry about that. Campbell,
It's a drama stream, Lou.
yeah, it is. Campbell took him a nap yesterday morning.
Saw that.
That was something.
Let me ask you a question, Lou.
Go for it.
How do you move when you're taking a nap?
Here's what I don't understand. You're also a grown man, correct?
Partially.
Yeah. So you've moved a time or two in your life.
A time or 18.
Okay.
Yep.
Aren't you normally excited when you move?
Generally, yeah.
Yeah. And like I know,
Or
that
at least perturbed.
I know
you
the
know?
times that I've moved, I was like, man, I wish I could move all this in one day. Like I wish I could take off work for 2 or 3 days in a row and just get all this done and be in the new place. You know.
Take off work. I see what you did there.
Now this guy's got nothing but time. Let me ask you this: who's moved? Whatever stuff has been moved out of that house, who's moved it?
Well, I wasn't there. Haven't been there, but I'm just gonna speculate and or guess.
Right.
Not the guy with the red hair.
No doubt. Now, why isn't this house husband, why isn't he taking care of all this while she's at work 10 hours a day? But no. You know, she works all day, then she comes home and she has to pack up the house and move it, too.
I bet he's hired
That's
a moving
ridiculous.
company. Bet he's hired a moving company. Big fancy moving company.
Yeah. Clearly.
Mayfield or Beacons or one of them big outfits.
Is Jess Hall in there?
I haven't seen him.
I hadn't seen him either. And if he's got the same disease his girlfriend has, he's going to be in a world of hurt.
And you know, if he was in here, he would have said something.
Nothing irritates me more than a no-show.
I don't know what's up with that. I wonder if he's overslept from all the hard work he's been doing on that floor.
Thank you, Bob DeBarner. He said he subscribed to Tyler. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you guys check him out.
Tyler boy, good dude, makes good videos.
Right.
Or is it Tyler boy?
Yeah, boy. I believe it is. Yeah, there should be like 6 or 7 more I's before the underscore, right?
Or maybe an E or 12. Could be like Nick. Or is it Nick? What's no, Nate. Nate.
You talking about Nate the Great? Don't be late. Nate,
yeah, that guy.
Kingston.
Yeah, maybe he could be like Tyler the Weiler, or don't be Skyler, because my videos are Weiler. I don't know. He didn't think that name through too well, but his videos, on the other hand, amazing. And he's a pretty good trash talker too, I've heard.
I will say this. His channel is easy to find.
It is.
You know, some people, I'm not going to say any names, but their initials are George.
Yeah.
Good luck finding that guy's channel.
Yeah, I tried the other night. I'm actually
go to YouTube,
subscribed.
search the word George. I can't believe I can't find his channel.
I'm even subscribed to George, and I couldn't find his channel.
I'm thinking about changing the name of my channel to Steve.
I think you should change it to Ed. Let's see what happens if you.
Clemens' son says,
Ed.
don't tell Sleeter to chill. I'm going to tell Sleeter to chill to his face when he comes down here next month.
That ought to. And make sure you record that.
Well, it'll be live on this show, the morning show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can tell him too, not to his face, but like I can. But I'm thinking about just telling him to chill every time he says something for the entire show. You know, he's gonna be sitting right here.
You know what you get when you type in Ed on YouTube and click the search?
I haven't the foggiest.
You get a big fat guy that says Ed wants Rose to shave her legs.
Oh, that's from 90 Day Fiance.
It is.
Yes.
Damn, how'd you know that?
Big Ed. No neck Ed. I like Ed.
Okay.
Dude's
So
funny.
the wife's got you watching 90 Day Fiance. Huh?
Yeah, she's hooked on that thing. And you
blame
know,
her.
there have been there have been several couples on there over the however many 2 or 3 years she's been
Do
watching.
I need to watch this show or something?
I mean, it's like any other reality show, really. Never mind the fact that it's about, you know what it's about. It's about, marrying somebody from another country, basically. But but never mind that. These reality shows, it doesn't matter what these reality shows are about. It makes no difference. It's who's on it. That's it. That's all. So some of these seasons of 90 Day Fiance, they follow, 5 or 6 couples per season, right? So some seasons, only one couple is interesting. So 15 minutes of the hour-long show is the only part that's worth watching. Some seasons, there's been like 3 or 4 of the couples that were interesting, and so more of it's worth watching. But it's all about who's on it, and that's the case with any of these. Reality shows, ain't it?
Yeah, unless you're talking about Mama June. I know you don't watch that show. I made the mistake of watching that.
Yeah,
few
Mrs.
years
Lou's
ago.
Mrs. Lou's on that too.
Oh Lord.
From hot
Bless
to
her
not.
heart. Yeah, from hot to not
Yeah.
to hot again to
Yeah.
not again.
That damn Mama June is something.
Something else. Them people's from Georgia, Luke. Yeah, y'all doing down there?
Listen,
they want reality TV.
That's so
They need to
embarrassing.
come to Northeast Tennessee.
Yeah, it's so that show is so embarrassing that it's from here because, like ask Bad Dog. If you've seen it, I don't know if he'll admit it. Everyone knows who Honey Boo Boo is. I think even if they don't watch the show, Bad Dog, you know who Honey Boo Boo is, don't you? And Mama June and that, Honey Boo Boo and that. Don't you think everybody from Georgia is like that? Don't you?
Every single person.
That's what they think. Yeah, that's what they
except
think when they
three
watch that
people
show.
from
Yeah.
Georgia that I know.
That's what they think when they watch that show. That's why I don't like that. I hate that. I hate that.
Well, isn't Chess Hall from Georgia?
He's the male Honey Boo Boo, ain't he? I just
He
realized
is.
that.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
The grown man version of Honey
Chess
Boo Boo.
Hall is the male Honey Boo. We need. That's who Chess Hall needs. Forget all these TikTok Tinder people he's hooking up with every other week. He needs to go after Honey Boo Boo.
Well, Honey Boo Boo's young. He needs to go after Honey Boo Boo's sister. Pumpkin.
Honey Boo Boo's like 20 years old or something.
I don't think she's made it to 20 yet.
Well, in any case, she's 17 or older. What's the age of consent in Georgia? 16? She's over 16, 17. She's over that. So,
Think so?
yes. So we need to find out. She must have an Instagram or something. We got to find it, and we got to get Chess Hall to start messaging her nonstop. Like whatever lines he's using or whatever it is to pick up all these TikTok or Tinder hoes or whatever he's doing. I don't know. He needs to put that same effort and energy into corralling Honey Boo Boo for himself. That's what he needs. That's what he needs to do.
I think he ought to go after Pumpkin. See if he can't take her away from what's his name.
What if Chess Hall got a nude from Honey Boo Boo?
Who?
Because you know he would send it to you.
I wouldn't open that one. Honey Boo Boo's underage.
I think she's 18. I don't know. If she's under 18, then I take back everything I said. But I think I don't know.
Better
I thought she
take
was
that
18.
back. Honey Boo Boo's like 14.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, she just started high school.
You're making it up.
Wish I was.
She might be just starting high school, but she has to have failed about 4 or 5 grades.
She's the smart one in the family. Well, no, maybe Dodo's the smart one.
Okay, yeah, I take it back. Let's move on from Honey Boo Boo. I'm a stalker of children.
That's right.
Yeah, she is 14. I don't know why I thought she was 18. Yeah, Chess needs to go after Mama June or, like you said, Pumpkin, or one of those other.
I think he needs to go after Dodo.
Or Dodo. Yeah, anybody on that show. Pretty
Chess,
much anybody
Boo Boo.
on that show over 18. He just needs to go after all of them, and
Don't that sound like Dodo? Don't that sound good? Chess and Dodo.
Yeah. What's Chess Hall's punishment?
How about banment from every YouTube live stream for a month?
Sir, we're not trying to kill him here, but what about a week?
Well, we did that last week.
We did?
Yeah, because he didn't show up. His woman didn't show up last week. So Lou was like, you know what?
No. I mean every live stream on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
He can't show up in anybody's StreamYard for a week.
Man,
That's a strict punishment for Chess Hall because
that's a punishment for Chess Hall and a reward for everybody on YouTube. I like it. I like the idea, Lou.
I do too. The guy told me he was coming on this morning. He's not here. That irritates me.
Well, this guy misses his own live streams.
I'm not playing his video either because I've got his video queued up and ready to play. I'm not playing it.
Yeah, you don't want to play that anyway. He don't need that.
No, I was going to play it if he came on because we were gonna hash it out. I was gonna be you. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Chess, wake your fat ass up.
Yeah, I was gonna do what you normally do.
What do I normally do?
Try to smooth everything over for no reason.
Oh,
That's what I was going to do that. But now he's not on, so the beef continues. And I'm not
Keep
playing his
it up.
video because he's not on
Yeah.
here. So
You keep it up, Lou, and you're going to turn me into a mean guy instead of a nice guy. Is that what you're trying to do here?
y'all gonna keep fucking around with me and turn me back to the old me. Jordan
Bad
Gary,
dogs.
thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, "Good morning, guys. Next pack on me, BVD. Got new videos up, BVD. Don't know if he's asking you if you do. Don't
Yeah, I
know
wondered
if he's
that.
telling you if he does.
It kind of sounds like he's telling me that he does.
Well, we'll have to check those out. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Gary. Tyler P, thank you, sir. Name change coming soon. Make sure you make it something that people can find when they do to YouTube. Don't name your channel George. You know what I mean?
Or
You can't-
Tyler.
Ever since, I know why they did that, but that was just dumb. That you can't click on the name now and go to the channel. It's just it creates way more problems than it could possibly ever have solved. Which I don't know what problem it was trying to solve. The sub for sub thing, I guess. I don't know, but
On the list of dumbass things that YouTube has done, that's right up there at the top.
yeah.
At least for us. I mean, I don't know if it serves some sort of point for them.
I was watching this poor kid last night before my live show started. What was his name? Alex Sports or something. You know him?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's a young kid.
Yeah.
He looked like a high schooler. Anyway, he was doing a live stream he was doing music trivia or something. And I was watching it for a little bit while I was out here getting set up for the for After Dark. Literally everyone that commented in his stream, he would then spend 5 minutes talking about and trying to figure out if it was that real person or a troll account of that same name. Like Bad Dog was in there. It was the real Bad Dog. And he 10 minutes he did, this isn't Bad Dog. On and on. And then same thing with me when I commented, and then there were several other people, and he was like, another troll account, somebody pretending to be. I mean, poor guy, his mind was just gone. He literally thought every account, he literally thought everyone watching him was a troll account imitating someone else's account. I'm just like, Jesus. This poor kid, man, he must can't sleep at night thinking about this. It's really bothering him. But yeah, it sucks that you can't click on the name. For those who don't know what we're talking about, you used to be able to, like right now, if you look in the comment section, you see all these names in there. You used to be able to hover over a name or on a phone, click on the name, those three dots or whatever come up, click on the three dots. And one of the options was go to channel. And you could then go to the person's channel. So, for example, if I show up in somebody's live stream and leave a comment and someone thinks it might be a fake Uncle Lou account, you could easily click on the account, click go to channel. If it was somebody with 0 subscribers or 5 subscribers or said they joined YouTube yesterday, you knew it was fake. If it took you to the actual Uncle Lou account, you saw all my videos there and all, you knew it was the real one. It made it easy to do. Plus, you could easily subscribe to people. And now poor George, nobody can find his channel. You go to YouTube and search for George. You could scroll from here to Kingdom Come and not find his channel.
Yeah, and if you ask George to link you to his channel, he says, I don't know how to do that.
Even if he did, he couldn't. He's not a mod.
Yeah, why is George not a mod?
Well, he used to be, and he didn't want to be anymore. He couldn't. He said he couldn't
that's
handle that
right.
responsibility.
That's right. I remember that.
It's the old Spider-Man line. With great power comes great responsibility, and unfortunately for George, he made the decision that he wasn't responsible enough to handle that power. So,
Hey, we got TikTok chess balls in the comments. Well, maybe we ought to have him on the show.
oh, Celine Driver, thank you for the super chat this morning, sir. He says record time for the show going off the rails, 5 minutes. Trying to remember what happened at the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, yeah, me too. What happened?
I don't know. Whatever it was, it appears as though we corrected it and somehow managed to keep it between the yellow lines. So that's good. It's real good.
Read that. Keep reading them super chats, Lou.
We'll do, Hoss. Let me catch a couple of these PayPals.
All right,
And then
yeah,
I'll
do
get to
that
it. I
too.
had just pulled these up. Rattlehead, thank you, sir. The most talented person on LouTube
That's-
BVD.
That's champion. Right. That's
Yeah.
Chris Champion Rattlehead Duncan.
The most talented person on LouTube. And that's quite an accomplishment. I mean, that is. I mean, that's really
It's not
something
just
serious.
us saying that either, Lou.
No, I didn't make
That's
that up.
them. That's them saying it.
Right. And yeah.
They didn't say it, but them did.
Yeah, and them didn't make it up. I mean, it was clear and voted on. So it wasn't close,
Yep.
actually, in terms of the final vote. So he
Which
says
is
good morning. to you,
surprising.
though.
Nothing against my boy Rattlehead, who is an amazing guitarist and person as well. That's
Why
some
didn't-
super talented people.
I don't know why we didn't think of this, but why didn't we have him on to congratulate him personally?
Well, it's never too late.
Rattlehead, you think you can come on one day next week? You pick the day, any day, whatever day works best for you. If you can come on, even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes or something, let us know. Send me an email. Do that, because I might not catch the comment.
What'd be wrong with right now?
Well, I don't like putting people on the spot. I don't know. The guys I work for all I know.
Well, no, I mean, extend the offer at least.
I don't know. No, I don't like. I
No?
don't like.
Okay.
No, I like having things planned out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know it's real
That's right.
easy to just hit. I know
You're
it's
not
real
a
easy.
fly
to-
by the seat of your pants guy.
No, I know it's real easy to just roll out of bed and hit go live. Hell, 95% of the people do. That's what they do, but not me.
Gotcha.
I still think. I still think. The requirements to go live need to be way higher. With live is killing YouTube.
That's what they say.
No, that's what them say. If they said it, if they said it, it wouldn't be
That-
true. But it in fact is true.
Think so?
Yeah, every Tom, Dick, and Harry with a computer going live 19 times a week with 3 people in there, for 6 hours at a time.
Have you ever met Tom, Dick, or Harry?
Yeah, I've seen them live stream too, and it's terrible for the most part.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Tom, Dick, and Harry are not going to be happy to hear that.
Well, people always
Ooh.
ask me for YouTube advice,
Uh-huh.
but then they don't want to be told that what they're doing is terrible.
Who's worse, or who's more terrible, Tom, Dick, or Harry?
They're equally bad. To be honest, I can't differentiate between the 3.
So we probably should just go alphabetical order then.
I don't want to do that because I'm so
Which-
used to saying Tom, Dick, and Harry, and that's not
Yeah.
alphabetical order at all.
Dick, Harry, and Tom just don't sound right. does
No,
it?
no, that sounds like something they would say.
Yeah.
Who is
How about
this
Bob,
now?
Sue, and Jeff?
I don't know who that is, but
That's what Jeff Webster wants to know.
Aaron A. Thank you for the for hitting the PayPal link this morning, sir. I appreciate that. He says just waiting around until Georgia puts Tennessee back in their place. Well, thanks to the barn, you have to wait till November to see that this year. So.
Well, wait a minute. I thought Georgia had already put Tennessee back in its place.
Well, yeah, but we do it we do it every year because every off season you guys scurry out. You guys get out of the yard every off season. And, we have to go find you, throw you back over the fence.
Okay.
You know what I
We
mean. You know how it is.
we got to deal with Florida. Actually, we got to deal with Oklahoma first.
Yeah. Well, they're
Actually,
beating
we
you.
got to deal with Charlotte first.
Oh, you're beating Charlotte, but Oklahoma's beating you. But you're beating Florida. So
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
2-1 out the gate.
right, it's better than
I
0-2,
like that.
ain't it?
Oh, much better than 0-2.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: if for some reason Tennessee ended up having a disappointing season, let's say they go 6-6, and they got matched up in a bowl game with Georgia State. Now, I know you don't want to go 6-6. I know, and you're not. I'm just saying, if you did, and you ended up getting matched up with Georgia State, would that then give you a reason to say, like, okay, good, like revenge, or would it just be,
No,
you wouldn't be excited at all?
no,
Okay.
no. Nope.
Not interested in playing them again.
There
are you?
were some Tennessee fans last year that actually wanted to see Tennessee play Georgia State in the bowl game last year. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why?
Yeah. They wanted
Why?
to prove that it was a fluke, didn't they?
Yeah, we don't need that humiliation.
But, you know, I've said this a million times, and usually I say it about teams like Central Florida or Boise State or whatever. There is no upside for a Power 5 team playing those teams. If Tennessee would have beat Georgia State 50-0 last year, it wouldn't have changed anyone's mind about Tennessee. You know what I mean?
No, not
You
even a
get
little.
no credit for winning games like that. But if you lose, we lost to Boise State, in 2011? I still hear
Yeah.
about it.
But Boise State, even.
And that's
you
when
know,
Boise State was elite. You know? I mean, they had beat Oklahoma a couple of years before that in the Fiesta Bowl. You know?
Yeah.
And I still hear about that. So there's
Beat
just
them on
no
that
upside.
Statue of Liberty play. Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah. That was an amazing game. An amazing game. Statue of Liberty. Yeah, it's crazy. I think there was a hook and ladder on that same drive.
And well, I didn't get to see
Or hook and
that
ladder, or
game.
whatever it's called. Hook and ladder.
I didn't get to see that game that night, but
So yeah, there's no upside to playing. So then you look at your schedule and you see a Georgia State, and you're like, well, at least we don't have to worry about getting embarrassed. You know, like I'm not scared to tell you, I don't want Georgia scheduling a team like Central Florida or Boise State in the regular season. I'm not interested in that. There's no benefit, especially to an SEC team. You don't have to. You can play 3 high school teams in the SEC, and it doesn't matter. You win the SEC, you're in. Your non-con schedule is irrelevant in the SEC almost. So there's no benefit in it. If you win, you get no credit, and if you lose, you're Michigan from 2000. I mean, how often do we hear
supposed to
about
do
that?
it.
We still hit Michigan and App State. That was 13 years ago. People talk about it like it happened yesterday. You know?
People are going to talk about that one forever.
Yeah. Same thing
And
with
that
Tennessee,
was an
Georgia State.
amazing Appalachian State team. That wasn't even like a shitty Appalachian State team, you know?
Right. People are going to talk about that Georgia State thing forever. And by people, I mean me.
Well,
So,
not just you on that one.
right.
We're going to be hearing about that one forever.
That's true.
I hear about it every live stream I do
Okay, good.
from Jordan.
That's good. Sometimes it's good to remind people of their low point. You know, keep them from getting. That's all we need is Jeremy Pruitt getting a case of the big head.
If you were a Tennessee fan, which was worse to you? Losing to Georgia State or then coming back the next week and basically manhandling, for the most part, BYU until the last 16 seconds?
I think the Georgia State thing, to me, is definitely worse. I give BYU a lot of hell for a legitimate reason. But 4 of the 5 power conferences consider them a Power 5 team. They consider BYU the same as Notre Dame for scheduling purposes. Like some conferences have rules that you have to schedule at least one Power 5 non-conference opponent, and BYU meets that qualification for those conferences. So I'm not a fan of BYU. I don't like them. I'm not trying to say they're a great team either, but that's way less embarrassing to me than losing to Georgia State, regardless of how the loss happened or whatever.
Embarrassment. Yeah, there's no question. It was more embarrassing.
Yeah. The thing that was, to me, funny, but I guess would have been embarrassing as a Tennessee fan about that BYU game, well, 2 things. It was like you give up a first down on like 3rd and 40. That's I mean, that's hard to do, but Tennessee found a way to do it. And then you couldn't man up on the goal. An SEC team, BVD, could not man up on the goal line against BYU. Now, they do have a lot of big Samoans in that, though. Why are so many Samoans Mormon? I really don't know.
There's some Mormons.
90 Day Fiance has this lady type person in Utah who I guess is a Mormon, and she marries a guy from Samoa, flies him over here. So yeah, so I guess he has to be Mormon, or he can't marry. I don't know how that works, but it does seem like there's a lot of like Samoan type people on BYU's team, doesn't it, or no? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It seems that way.
Right. Celine Driver says Uncle Lou needs to be running YouTube. I mean, yeah, that's clearly that's a great idea and would be to the benefit of everyone involved. Unfortunately, I just don't have time.
What's the first thing you'd do if you were running YouTube?
What's the first thing I would do if I was running YouTube?
Tough question, I know. Because there's a lot of things I would do.
Yeah. First thing I would do would be cut the super chat theft down from 50% to about 15%.
I'd probably go like 5%, but So, do we start the petition now for Uncle Lou to be captain of YouTube?
I don't have time, sir. I don't have time.
I think you could make time for that, though, couldn't you?
Don't have time.
Considering as you are a professional YouTuber and all.
Don't have time.
I see in the title there it says, I'm a grown man.
Yes.
I think you need to change that
To what?
to I'm a late grown man.
Yeah. I don't know how to work an alarm clock. Oh, now he's here.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
What's your excuse, Jess?
He overslept.
Jesus Christ. Brian Beck, thank you for the super chat, sir. Says BVD needs some Luke Bryan in his life. Is that true, BVD? You need some
That's
Luke
what
Bryan?
he says. That's what Brian Biak says. I got
Luke
more
Bryan.
than enough Luke Bryan in my life, Brian.
I can't name one Luke Bryan song.
Actually, I can't either. I was thinking of American Idol.
Slim says, thank you for the super chat, Brian, and you too, Slim. Slim says, let there be no doubt I am the real Slim Shady. I believe you. I honestly do.
How
A
many
lot of
rap
times-
songs do you have, real Slim Shady?
A lot.
Hmm.
A lot. Unfortunately, he hasn't had a good one in quite some time.
Does the real Slim Shady have more rap songs or stops at a pilot?
Now that's close. Is there a time frame on the stops at the
Damn.
pilot?
We got, not only do we have the real Slim Shady in the comments today, we've got the real Big Lee in the comments. Not the real medium-sized Lee, the real Big Lee.
And not the fake Big Lee.
Nope, the real one.
Right. Yeah, that's great. Celine Driver, thank you for the super chat. Sir, he says, if I was running YouTube, first thing I would do is shut down the censor department and make them apologize to all of us for being jackasses. You'd be out of a job in a week.
Yeah, not even that long.
Yeah, you'd have no advertisers. So yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Yeah, they should just allow everyone to do whatever they want on YouTube.
Do you remember
Still
YouTube
tell
back
Coke.
in the good old days when they had no advertisers?
No, I don't remember
Nope, neither do I.
that. I do not. I do not remember that.
Well, that used to be the only way YouTube made money. Now they're into theft.
Yes.
But, legal theft.
Right.
You know what? YouTube and Title Max must be in cahoots together.
It's possible.
But YouTube, how can I put this? Well, they're both legal. They're both into legal theft. At least YouTube gives us a platform to bitch about them. Title Max doesn't give me a platform to bitch about Title Max.
They don't have a Facebook page you can go to and leave negative reviews.
Well, I guess that's probably, I don't know. I never looked into it.
Big Vol Karen. You can just spend your days complaining about Title Max on Facebook.
Big ball Karen.
Panthers
Big Karen
guy,
Daddy.
Panthers guy at FSU says, remember Baylor got the death penalty. No, I don't remember that.
I don't either. I wonder if he's talking about SMU.
Yeah, SMU, no one's got the death penalty since them, I don't believe. That's,
Yeah.
I mean,
They would be the
Baylor had
only-
some sanctions, but the death penalty is, I mean, no football.
That's solely SMU's claim to fame. Or claim to something.
Yeah, there was a few teams after SMU who they gave the TV ban to, and that was, I mean, that was almost just as bad as not being able to play football for a year or whatever. Do you remember that when they used to do that?
When, say that again?
The NCAA used to ban you from TV.
Oh.
You remember?
No, I don't.
Yeah. They used to, that was like the strictest thing they would, like the next step after that was the death penalty. No football for a year or whatever.
Boy, which would be worse? Well, obviously, no football would be worse, but
see,
banning you from TV now would pretty much be the same thing, wouldn't it?
let me see if I can find an example of it. Here we go. Remember the TV ban? Question mark. Let's see.
Dog, you were doing great until you threw in that LOL.
The TV ban hasn't been used since 1995. The last team to earn that distinction, an SEC team. Who was it? Guess.
Auburn.
I'll give you a hint. They recently came off of probation. Ole Miss.
Really?
Ole Miss was kept off television due to a lack of institutional control over the football program, including allegations that recruits were offered cash and cars. That led to the dismissal of longtime head coach Billy Brewer. 2 years before that, Auburn football games weren't televised during an undefeated season after the Tigers were hit with a lack of institutional control tag by the NCAA in the month before the season began.
That was old Coach Bowden, wasn't it? No. No, wouldn't have been Bowden. Or would it?
Ole Miss, here's why you don't see TV bans anymore. Listen to this. Ole Miss lost a total of $1.9 million in revenue by not being on TV for an entire year. That was all their contract was worth back then.
Damn, that's not even a game now.
Last season, the SEC took home $312 million in TV revenue.
Gee. Inflation, Lou.
Over $20 million per team. So that's if you got kicked off of television now, that's basically a $20 million fine as opposed to $1 million or so 25 years ago. I would be surprised if we ever saw that again.
Jack of all flips.
Clemson, when they got caught cheating in the early 80s after they won that national title and they got caught offering players cars and things like that. 2 years, no TV, 83 and 84. ESPN would show a replay of the game the Monday after it was played every week. So,
Not much of a ban, is it?
well, not very many people are watching the game when they already know the outcome.
I bet Clemson fans were, especially back in 80, what was that, 83 and 84?
I don't think very many Clemson fans had ESPN in 83 and 84.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They still had rabbit ears.
I don't remember that because 83 and 84, we still had rabbit ears.
Hell,
and black and
ESPN.
white TV.
Yeah.
ESPN was in its infancy.
Yeah.
I don't remember the year, of course.
This is an
but
interesting article.
I remember ESPN. No way. Sports Channel, 24/7. That ain't gonna last. Me and they said that. Mainly my stepdad said it. Boy, he was wrong.
Now, towards the end of this article here, they talk about Penn State, the Jerry Sandusky punishments that were handed out, and there was some debate about taking Penn State off TV. They decided not to do it. I didn't remember this amount was this high. Do you know what their total fine ended up being?
No idea.
$60 million.
It's more than I could pay.
That is a lot of money. A lot of money. Anyway.
Chess Hall's got a question for you, Lou.
Reckon what it is.
We doing this?
I guess. I'm only doing it because I feel bad when I title something Chess Hall, and then the nitwit doesn't show up. It pisses me off. But since you did show up, better an hour late than never, whatever the case, then yeah, I'm going to put you on, Chess. So do I have Chess Hall's phone number? Hell, I don't know. Chess Hall, send me a Facebook message with your phone number, and I will call you. Who didn't see Chess's video yesterday? Probably quite a few. 116 people saw it yesterday. 84 are about to see it right now. It's not long. It's only 3 minutes long. Here's Chess Hall's video he decided to upload yesterday, simply titled "To BVD." So could be a love letter, could be a thank you, right? Could be literally anything addressed to BVD, right?
The apology video is coming out today.
So the title of the video is "To BVD." Let's see what our boy Chess Hall has to say here.
What's up, you guys? TikTok guy Chess Hall here, coming back at you with another video. I was watching the stream last night from Sports Live in the ATL, and I saw this comment by one of my good buddies, BVD. I'm supporting Chess shutting up and staying the fuck out of it and stop making stupid ass threats. BVD, sir. I haven't snapped back at you because I respect you and you're a friend. But I'm fucking 24 years old, man. Let me do what I want to fucking do. I know you don't agree with what I do, but let me do what I want to do. You're a nice guy, and everybody knows you're a nice guy. You are. You're one of the nicest guys I've met on YouTube. Or not met in person, but talked to. Just please don't tell me what to do. And I'm not saying it as being an asshole. I'm saying it as a friend. I hope you don't get mad at me and don't come back at me for this. This is just me talking to you. Let me do what I want to do. I know you want to be, I know you act like a father figure in my life, and I appreciate the hell out of it. But I'm grown, and I will do what I want to do. And that goes for anybody else out there that doesn't support the things that I do. I do what I want to do because I am grown. 24 and I'm grown. BVD, I love you, man. You're like a brother to me. And I hope you don't get mad at me and take this the wrong way, but just let me do what I want to do. the man talked about my dad. I know I shouldn't have got involved in shit, but I'm in it now. He talked about my dad. And yeah, I took it way too far than I was supposed to. I should have got thicker skin. But since day fucking one, you haven't had my goddamn back at all. Once. Fucking once! I've always had your back, bro. Always. Since I've been talking to you. Every single fucking time. When a certain individual fucking called you a stalker of children, who was there to take up for you? Fucking me! Me! Nobody, there was other people there, but I fucking took up for you. Why can't you be on my side for fucking once? Once, BVD! Once! I can't do this.
Shut up. A lot of facts in that video. You there, sir?
Me or Chess?
You.
Yeah, I'm here. I showed up on time.
Is there a particular reason why you won't just let Chess do what he wants to do?
I don't know what Chess is talking about. Chess is a fully grown man. He can do whatever he wants.
Is there any particular reason why you haven't had his back once? Huh?
That's true. That's true. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. I have not had his back once. At least half a dozen times.
Have you considered not telling Chess Hall to chill?
Oh, never. Actually, I've never told Chess Hall to chill. Chess Hall, you need to chill.
But that is basically what you have been telling him without using those exact words, but, you know. Do you think he needs to chill?
I might have to think on that one.
How mad are you right now at me?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. How mad are you at me right now?
You got muffled.
You going to make me ask you a third time?
Well, it would be the first time to me because you like all of a sudden you were muffled like that.
How mad are you at me right now?
At you? I see what you did there. Hashtag mad yet?
Okay, I'm going to add Chess. Maybe he'll answer questions.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, good morning. This is Uncle Lou here with the morning show with Lou and BVD. Can we speak with Chester Hall, please?
This is me. It's him.
Okay. Is your name Chester on your birth certificate?
No, it's Chess.
You're serious?
Yeah,
What's your middle name?
Ryan.
Okay. Well, Chester, I have BVD on the line here with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, what what seems to be the issue here? Because the thing is, I like to get things worked out.
Mhm.
I like to smooth. I just want people to get along, you know. So, what seems to have started this tiff here between yourself and BVD?
Well, I felt like BVD hasn't had my back, and I've read some of the comments that he said about me, telling me to shut my fucking mouth and stay out of it and all sort of kind of stuff. When all I did was try to take up for him and you, and he got mad at me for that, and I just felt like he wasn't on my side, and it pissed me off. It
Right.
hurt my feelings more than it did anything else.
I understand. You know, a lot of times it's the way people say things and not the way they say it, or not what they say. You ever heard that expression before?
Yeah.
It's not what you say, it's the way you say it. So
Hmm.
maybe when he's leaving comments that have the F word in it and this and that maybe what you're saying is that maybe wasn't the right way to go about it, you think?
Yeah, and I shouldn't have made the video. I felt bad. I've apologized to him since then. So
Well, never mind that. We'll get to that at the end. That doesn't
Okay.
that doesn't happen until the end. Right now, y'all are still mad.
Okay.
So BVD, can you see where Chess Hall is coming from, sir?
No, I cannot.
Okay, so you think it was a good idea to just type in random streams that Chess Hall should shut the fuck up? You don't have any
thought it was
second guesses or
thought it
anything
was
about
a-
that?
Thought it was a great idea.
The thought never crossed your mind to maybe just call him and maybe even ask him to please be quiet as opposed to typing in Sleeta's live stream to shut the F up?
That had already been done.
Chess
Wait a
Hall,
minute,
is that true?
You never called me.
I texted you.
Yes, you texted me, but like I said, I just tried to take up for you and shit. And then when we were on your live stream, we started talking shit about Camel, and I joked around and said some stuff, and I said nothing bad. And then he started talking about my dad, and then it went from fucking 0 to 100. Then, I mean, I'm not mad at you. I mean, well, I guess I am. I was mad at you. You pissed me off.
Clearly, you weren't mad at me.
It pissed me off because I felt like you didn't have my back, man. When I've had your back since I started watching your YouTube, man. It hurt. I couldn't help it. Everybody still there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm just
Oh, okay.
I'm staying out of the way. I just want to clear things up. That's all.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like to see people fussing on YouTube and whatnot. I like to be the peacemaker. So that's what I'm trying to do. But it's hard to do. It's hard to do that when I mean, really, what you need is for both parties to understand the other. And right now, it appears as though that's not happening.
And I'm not whining about it. For fuck's sake, I took up for you, man. I just felt like you. I don't know, man. I took up for you. I was trying to be nice, and then I got fucking dog for it and shit. And yeah, maybe I do need thicker skin and shit, but damn, I don't know. Just fuck, man. I don't know, man. I should have made the video. That's all I got to say. I should have made the video.
So-
I'm sorry.
So what you're saying, Chess, is that maybe it would have been a better idea for you to just maybe call BVD and express your feelings that way, as opposed to making a YouTube video.
Yeah, because now I look like the number one asshole on the community when I'm really not.
And see, I like how you're willing to admit that maybe you should have approached things a different way. Which, like, maybe instead of leaving a comment telling you to shut the F up, maybe there would have been a better way to handle that. But it's hard to get people back on the same page unless they're both, unless they're both willing to admit the mistakes they made. And that doesn't seem to be the case right now, and it's disheartening to me.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I should have made a video, and I texted the BVD, and I tried to work it out. I don't, I want to be nice and friends with everybody. I don't want everybody to hate me. I even asked him if he wanted me to delete the video. You said no.
Yeah, you're.
So-
I mean, you're clearly trying to meet halfway here. But BVD, we can't get you to just listen. BVD, how would you feel, sir, if your father was commenting in a YouTube live section that you needed to shut the f up? How would that make you feel, BVD?
I would wait until the morning show to discuss it, and then I would say thank you, Daddy, for being right.
See, man, I don't like that. Why do you gotta be that kind of attitude? I don't understand why you gotta be like, thanks for being right. I mean, can you not just be like, we're good, man, we're cool, all is forgiven? Why do you gotta be like that though?
Can you not understand sarcasm when I say it?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know. My bad. See what I mean? I'm young. I'm stupid.
See, I'm
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm trying to be the bigger man here, although that's not possible.
Was it sarcasm when you said that you don't wish you would have called him instead, and that you're glad you left a comment telling him to shut the f up? Or was that sarcasm, or was that real?
That was sarcasm.
So listen, how are we going to get past this?
Are we past the chest?
Yeah, we're good, man.
There we go. I feel much better now.
I think we're good. I mean, I know we're good. I still love you, BVD. You're still one of my closest friends. And I mean, I don't want nobody to hate me because I made a video. Like I said, I'll take the video down. I don't care.
No, I told you yesterday not to take the video down. Do not take the video down.
I mean, everybody, I'm gonna be public enemy number one now. But I mean, I understand. It's cool.
Jess, you need to adjust the coat hanger or something.
Just go ahead. What you talking about? Hold on a second. I can fix it for you. There you go.
So I think what needs to happen here is that we just need to come to some sort of an agreement. BVD, sir, you keep Chess Hall's name out of your mouth, and Chess, you keep BVD's name out of your mouth.
Yeah, clearly that's not going to happen.
And also, BVD, you need to not type for Chess Hall to shut the f up in random people's live streams. Okay.
Random people? What are you on crack, Lou? Sports Live in the ATL is the sexiest, most somebodyest, most important man on YouTube. In fact, we all hope to reach his level someday.
Fact remains the same. We need to not go down this road again.
Well,
wouldn't you agree, Chess?
yeah. I mean, I'm the one that needs to apologize. I'm the one that made a video, and I'm the one that made myself look like an ass, not BBD. I should have just took his advice and stayed the fuck out of it. I was just trying to be a good friend, take up for him.
But you would appreciate it, though, right, Chess, if BVD would refrain from telling you to shut the f up in comment sections, right?
I mean, he can say whatever he wants. I don't care. You know, whatever. He's a grown man.
And I am 40. What?
True. BVD can say whatever he wants. I don't care. We're good. We're good, BVD. I'm cool. I'll take your advice. I'll shut the fuck up. Wow, the silence is real.
I'm letting it
There's
linger.
a word. There's a word for that.
Cut the tension with a knife.
I think we're off shilling right now.
Yeah, fuck it.
I just hate seeing two of my friends and YouTube associates, fighting like this. That's all.
I don't. Maybe I shouldn't have took up for y'all. I mean, I don't know. I thought I was being a good friend for you. You know what I mean? I tried. Fuck, I don't know, man. I know y'all are grown. Y'all don't need anybody to take up for you, but shit. Some of the stuff that the fucking guy was saying, I had to say something. I couldn't keep my mouth shut.
Oh, I appreciate. I for one appreciate it, sir. I really do.
Like
It
sands
is
through
what it
the
is.
hourglass.
It's done no
So
with,
are the
BVD. We're
days
good. I
of
hope
our
you're still good with
lives.
me. I hope you're still friends. You can still make fun of me. I don't care.
Maybe you should just shut the fuck up and stay out of it and mind your own goddamn business. How about that?
All right, I'll shut the fuck up.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our
You're not gonna do
lives.
that. You're not gonna do an 8 out of life. That's all.
I don't do 8-hour live streams.
Okay, just make sure.
What's your thoughts on all this, Lou?
Well, guys, I wish we could have came to some sort of common ground and agreement here. Unfortunately, it seems like you guys are still a ways apart. I'm not going to give up though. We'll do this again next week, and
Keep fighting the good fight, Lou.
yeah, and
Keep fighting the good
we'll
fight.
see if we can't. We'll see if we can't get you guys on the same page, because I just hate to see what's happening here between the two of you.
All right, man. I'm sorry I was late, by the way. I overslept. I didn't mean to oversleep.
Yeah, that's inexcusable.
Well, my alarm went off, but I didn't hear it.
You do know what your punishment is, right?
What's my punishment?
You have to stay off of all live streams for a week.
That's easy to do.
Shit.
It is.
I bet you don't make it. I bet you don't make it through the night. Well, you might make it through the night. I bet you don't make it through the weekend.
What place to bet? What are we betting?
Well, no, that's just a figure of speech. I'm not actually going to bet you.
David had a live stream last night. I didn't even join it. So there you go.
Well, you were probably asleep.
No, I didn't go to sleep till about 12. No, not 12. I went to bed at like 3 or 4.
That's why you didn't hear your alarm.
How'd you know David had a live stream last night?
Because I woke up and I had a notification on my laptop when I opened it. BVD. I clicked the little bell.
I bet you don't even watch his channel.
I mean, yeah, I watch the videos. I mean, they're horrible, but I watch them.
Wow.
I got the bell notification for you, David, and Bad Dog, and Uncle Lou. That's the only ones I had before.
Who is somebody that you've seen on YouTube and you've gone, I'm not watching this guy anymore?
In
other words, who's the worst YouTuber?
Oh, ever? I believe that's fucking Camel Toes.
Oh, okay. Is there anyone else besides Camel Toes that maybe you've seen once or twice, but then you went, you know what? I'm not watching this anymore.
EDP?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he gets on my nerves.
That's interesting. Okay.
EDP gets on your nerves.
Yeah.
How dare you, Chess? EDP is a very important and well known for his educational videos.
I mean, all he does is say the N word like 30,000 times and scream and yell.
Mm.
Anybody can do that.
That's alarming.
Anybody can do that.
Anybody can do that.
Yeah, if I was, I'm not.
Have you been watching what's going on TV here lately? Not just anybody can do that shit.
Yeah, you can't do that, Chess.
Yeah, with me and you can't do that.
Okay, well, some people can do that. Sorry.
How offended are you when you hear EDP say the N-word?
I mean, I really don't watch his videos, but the only video the videos I've watched, he overly uses it, but that's his right. He can say whatever he wants. I'm personally not going to say it because I have no right to say it. So I don't reckon I guess he has the right to say it. Hell, I don't know.
What about Babe? Would she say it?
Oh, God.
She have the right to say it.
No, she does not have the right to say it, and I went off on her about it.
Why does she not have the right to say it? It's a free country.
Because she's white, not black. And I don't want that on my channel.
Well, it still doesn't mean she don't have the right.
Now, everyone has the
I mean,
right. That just
yeah,
means you
everyone
can't
has
be
the right
arrested.
to say
It's
it.
not right to me. I
Right.
don't like that.
Saying it's not right is not the same as saying you don't have a right. Everyone has a right. Having a right means you won't get arrested for doing it.
I mean, she has a right. Yeah, everybody
but
has a right. But
Clearly, she should not be doing it.
yeah,
Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right, but three lefts does.
Yes.
I mean, I've talked to her about it, and we worked it out. So everything's good on that note.
You didn't cuss her out in a live stream, did you?
Kinda. That's why I deleted the live stream. I was embarrassed more than anything. And
How
I don't
many-
want my.
You've been
Do what?
you've been making YouTube videos for what, 3 weeks now? Something like
Yeah.
that.
You got plenty of clout now, wouldn't you say, Chess? You don't need anybody's clout.
How many videos have you deleted?
I believe 2.
BVD, how many videos have you deleted?
In my 11 years on here?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know.
What were some of the reasons why you deleted some?
Copyright, fear of copyright. Most of my videos that have ever been deleted were deleted for me.
No, I'm saying, have you ever deleted, like, has there ever been a video?
Yeah, I'm trying to think back to the last video I intentionally deleted. And I'm sure there's been one. I just can't remember it.
And why did you delete that response video you made yesterday to Chess Hall's video?
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing here.
Did you?
He's trying to say that I made a response video to your video yesterday.
You did.
Chess,
I
and
saw it,
deleted
and then like 10 minutes later, it was gone. So
See,
why?
now
why'd you delete that one?
we're just telling lies.
And them's facts.
Yeah,
We've gone into camel's bone here.
you're lucky. You're lucky Chess Hall didn't see it, or this conversation this morning wouldn't have gone so well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, last night, the worst fan versus fan ever. I'm not made out for it, and them's facts. I'll never be on it again.
Well, don't say you'll never be on it again, but you need
The worst what?
You need practice.
The worst fan versus fan ever.
Oh,
It was It was pretty boring.
that needs to be deleted.
Oh, that shit you said yesterday in that response video, BVD, about Chess Hall's neck was hilarious, though.
Yeah, that was, wasn't it?
What about my neck? What's wrong with my neck? I don't have a neck.
That's not my business to tell.
I don't have a neck. Yeah, BVD's apology video will be coming out tomorrow. just like beer will be free tomorrow.
Okay, good. And like I said, Chessall, I do appreciate you coming on and trying to mend the bridges here.
Yes, sir.
Best advice I can give at the end here would be, like I said before, to the both of you, is to probably just keep each other's names out of each other's mouths, and then we'll try this again next week. Okay?
All right, I'll see you tonight, BVD.
That's fine. Just don't say his name in the comment section. Okay?
Okay, I won't say your name in the comment section. I'll see y'all later.
All right, buddy.
There you go.
Be sure and tune in next Friday when we
We're eventually going to get Babe on here.
She said she can't get up this early. She said she had to be at work at 2:00 today, and when she has to be at work at 2:00, she doesn't get up this early.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, I can't.
See, I have to be at work at 8 a.m. 4 days a week, and I don't get up till, at least 2 a.m.
Waikiki says grown men don't need other men to take up for them. Thank you for the super chat, sir. And Gators owned. Thank you, sir. He says RJ Young is terrible content.
Are you in agreement with that? I'm not going to say
Actually,
RJ
no.
Young is terrible,
Yeah,
terrible content.
Yeah.
Because clearly thousands of people disagree with that. I just don't particularly enjoy it.
I used to watch him all the time, but he blocked me.
He's boring to me.
After the Georgia-Oklahoma game, he blocked me, so I don't watch him near as much as I used to anymore. And I am still subscribed to him, though. The only time I watch him now is if the title really catches my attention for some particular reason.
Yeah.
And then he uploads 6 or 7 videos a day. I don't understand that either, but I guess he has some kind of a podcast or a local radio show wherever he lives or something, and so he records himself doing his radio show, and then from that he will upload like 7 YouTube videos.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, have you ever? I've done this before in the past where I will upload a video and then say maybe 30 minutes later I'll either think of something I forgot to say or something else will happen, and not in response to, but in reference to something I've uploaded a video about.
Yeah.
And
I think he
That's
wants to
one-
be on TV, and I think he treats his YouTube channel as a giant audition tape. And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
no,
And
because that
he's
works
been
for
on
a lot
TV.
of people.
Yeah, he's been on some TV channels or something before, because I've seen videos where he's on such and such show or whatever. So there's nothing wrong with that, but it looks like that's what he's trying to do to me.
Yeah, my uncle used to say something a long time ago, and his entire career after his pro baseball career was over, his entire career has been radio. He always said, "I have a base for radio." So I kind of used to adopt that saying, "I have a base for radio."
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh,
saying.
you want to see Nick Saban's latest public service announcement?
Sure.
Remember, he made one about masks a month or so ago, right? Begging people to wear masks so we could save the college football season. Clearly, no one listened to him. And like literally no one. And we're likely to pay the price for that here pretty soon. Who knows what people will blame it on?
Likely to pay the price for not wearing masks, or likely to pay the price for not paying attention to Nick Saban's public service message?
Well,
or both.
The public service message was to wear a mask, and no one's doing
Gotcha.
it. Not that that's the only problem, but anyway, where is this? Oh, here it is. So he's got a new one out. Let's see if I can find it here. Yeah, here it is. Let me put this. Let me
remember, I'm on a delay, so
yeah. Well,
I'm going to go ahead and mute the phone call so I can turn up the show.
Yeah. Let me see what we have here. See if I can do this.
We are a team. Black, white, brown.
Together, we are a family. We are brothers.
We represent ourselves, our families, our hometowns,
Our university,
and our country.
We stand on the shoulders of giants.
our grandparents and parents.
Our ancestors, our heroes, Alabama alumni,
and former players who have changed the world.
Beginning on our historic campus, we speak as one,
acknowledging our history.
Honoring their legacy and building a better, more just future.
On the field, we are relentless.
We are strong. We are conquerors.
But we are human beings first.
And in this moment in history, we can't be silent. We must speak up for our brothers and sisters, for our sons and daughters.
We speak for justice, for fairness,
for equality, for greater understanding.
We stand together against racism,
against brutality,
against violence,
for a better world.
When we see our families, our neighbors, our classmates subjected to violence, we recognize the fear in their eyes.
And when we experience racism, it hurts. In the game, we are one team.
One heartbeat, one mission.
Yet we are diverse.
We don't always agree,
but we learn so much from each other.
And we are so much better together.
Until I listen with an open heart and mind, I can't understand his experience and his pain.
The virus has shown us how much we benefit from being together.
And how much we need each other.
We believe the solutions to our challenges are within us. We choose to listen.
We choose to hear.
And understand others' perspectives.
Let's listen.
Let's unite.
Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Until Black lives matter.
Until Black lives matter.
Until Black lives matter.
Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Gator Zone, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, I think the riots cause people to think if they're doing that, we can do whatever. I get the frustration, but Christ, it's not even comparable. Well, before the riots was huge groups of people protesting because they couldn't get a haircut. So I don't really think we can blame one without blaming the other. I agree that the riots, all of the protests are contributed to the rise in cases we're seeing now. But I don't know about going straight to blaming the riots and just pretending that there wasn't a whole lot of pissed off middle class white people because they couldn't get their hair cut for 6 weeks. I don't think we can just forget that happened when we're talking about people thinking they can do whatever they want. I agree with the sentiment of the video, though, especially the parts that Nick Saban said. I do believe, and this gets me in trouble sometimes. One of the reasons I get myself in trouble so much is not what I say; it's how I say it. I'm real abrasive, which
no.
Oh well. But Nick Saban had the line in that thing where he said we can't be silent, or I agree with that. I don't think you can just stick your head in the sand and pretend these things aren't happening. I don't think that's the answer. I think we've tried that for decades. It doesn't work. I think
I'm waiting to find out.
Say something.
What is the answer? That's the problem. Everybody's quick to say what's not the answer, but nobody's, been able to come up with what is the answer.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly the answer is just everybody quit being racist, but we know that's not going to happen.
I think racist people need to be called out. I think racist actions need to be called out. I think racist policies and racist cultures need to be called out. I don't think just pretending they don't exist is going to help. I don't think
Yeah, because
posting.
I mean
I don't think posting George
silly.
Floyd's arrest record does anything to move the conversation forward. I don't think that going around saying all lives matter every time you see a Black Lives Matters post is doing anything to move the conversation forward. I think that stuff is detrimental to what we're trying to accomplish here. You know,
I personally, I think the phrase Black Lives Matter has a lot of people confused. That's why the whole all lives matter shit came up. Clearly, all lives matter. You know, and I think that's what. I don't know. I don't shit. I don't even know what to say. You know, what's safe to say, what's not safe to say. But
I mean, you can look in the comments right now and see how far away we are from any solutions to this problem.
yeah, I mean, what is the solution? Everybody's quick to, to say there's a problem, but nobody, a Celine Driver said it pretty good here. Let me back up.
The other line Nick Saban had that and this is who was it? The wide receiver for the Saints said this the other day. People either don't have the ability or just refuse to look at situations from the other person's perspective, to put yourself in someone else's shoes, or to understand or even try to understand that whatever experiences, life experiences, whatever that you've had have not been shared by other groups in this country, and that affects the way people view things. And you have to be able to see things from other people's perspective. That was mentioned in this video too. And I forget the receiver's name who made the video about Drew Brees, his receiver. I forget who it was now, but anyway, he said something similar in his video too. But
people are always have and are always going to misconstrue what other people say, like the whole Drew Brees thing.
Yeah, I mean,
the guy asked him a question. He gave an answer to a specific question. The guy that asked the question, I think, was expecting Drew to read into something instead of just answering a direct question. We can do that about everything. Anytime somebody asks you a question, you can read a lot of shit into it, but generally, the answer to a direct question is a direct answer. But sometimes that's not what we want.
Well, you keep saying what we know there's a problem, but what is the solution? But part of the problem is that there's a large group of people who don't know there's a problem. They're in the comment section right now. They don't. There's people that don't think there's an issue. And it's like the Alcoholics Anonymous thing. You can't. What is it? You can't. First, you have to admit you have a problem. It's first thing you have to do. And there's a lot of people that don't even think there's a problem. So why would they be interested in trying to solve a problem that they think doesn't exist?
Here's Marcus Aurelius. Tell me what the problem is, asshole. I don't think he's talking to either one of us. I think he's talking to someone in the comments. But, somebody answer Marcus Aurelius's question. Tell me what the problem is. Some people, and I'm not asking that's what he's asking. Oh, he's talking to Lou. Oh, okay. There you go, Lou.
You can't. Someone who doesn't even understand the problem, you can't help. You can't explain. You can't explain it to someone like that. You can't. People have to decide this for themselves, that there's a problem. That you can't. Someone who thinks there is no problem here, you can't. There's nothing you to say to somebody like that. Nothing. All you can do is sit back and watch them get mad and call you names. That's it.
How do you change people's mind without telling them the problem? That's Marcus Aurelius. That's an issue you're going to have to
If you have to explain the problem to somebody, explaining it would do no good. They're willfully ignoring the problem, so explaining it would do no good. You just have to wait for those people to die off. And you have to hope they don't spread that kind of ignorance to their kids. That's all you can do.
Ignoracne. That's the problem, Lou.
What is it?
Ignoracne.
What is that?
Nothing. I'm just making fun of Marcus's typo. Clearly, that was a typo. Ignorant is what he was saying, but it came out as ignoracne. I used to have ignoracne when I was a teenager. Did you ever have that?
I've never heard of that.
Ignoracne, like a problem with acne that I was ignorant to. It's trying to be the peacemaker, Lou.
Yeah, but I don't have any idea what you're even talking about.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Creeping Death, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, I had to stop the show and watch a Georgia kickoff. Go Dogs, sick 'em, fired up for the season. It needs to hurry up and get here.
Go back and watch Creeping Death. Go back and watch that kickoff in 2016 in the Tennessee game. Was it the 2016 was the Hobnail Boot game, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That kickoff is, people want to focus on the Jacob Eason pass and then the Josh Dobbs pass to Jawan Jennings. The kickoff was the real issue in that game at the end. And that's the case in a lot of these games where you see a Hail Mary or something like that to finish a game. It's terrible kickoff. Either terrible kickoff coverage or terrible kickoff decision. Like sometimes the squib kick works, sometimes it's a horrible backfire.
Marcus, you said you didn't understand the problem. Blake West says, I think Martin Luther King is the best voice for peace. Yeah, he was murdered for his trouble. He was murdered for his peacefulness.
Yeah, that G. Smith, thank you for the super chat. Treat people like you want to be treated. Problem solved. Unfortunately, you can go back to biblical times, and that don't happen. Treat people like you want to be treated is a great slogan stitched on a pillow or on a tapestry.
Marcus, racism cannot be explained to someone who thinks racism doesn't exist. So I'm not going to waste my time. Well, if you know racism exists, then you know what the problem is. So I don't know what kind of circle you're walking in.
Lou, you're just not able to explain because you don't know.
Right.
That's Armando's cousin, Ralph.
Nick Saban doesn't know either, apparently.
Why does Nick Saban always look pissed off? Is it just me?
He does have like that, what do they call it when girls look mad all the time? Resting bitch face. Nick Saban had the original resting bitch face.
He does, man. It's just that look that I don't know if it's his mouth, the way he's always got that like he's perturbed at everything look. I'd like to see his family pictures, what they look like. Does he look pissed off,
Probably so. I think that's just how he looks.
Let you take the Slim Shady super chat there, Lou.
Nobody claims there are no racist people. They claim the whole system is racist, but can't point out racist laws or system. They aren't trying to solve a problem. They just want to scream systemic racism and offer no solutions. There's clearly systemic racism. I mean, you can check the sentencing. I mean, you get two people convicted of the exact same crime. One of them gets 10 years. One of them gets 25 on average. I mean, these things aren't hard to look up.
Sure, I'm glad we don't talk political issues in here. I guess this is not a political issue.
All I did was play a Nick Saban video, and apparently there's a bunch of people that don't understand anything he said or that anyone else said in that video. I guess I don't know.
You know what I noticed in that video?
Maybe they should take it up with Nick Saban.
This may just be my ignorance. Only two white guys, well, not including Nick Saban, only two white guys in that PSA. And one was Mac Jones like 10 different times.
Oh, yes, Mac Jones, the 16th ranked pro-style QB in the 2017 class. Yes. Jake
But
Fromm's
the number one
third.
ranked Alabama PSA quarterback.
Yeah.
Tyler Fletcher, I think, was the other kid's name.
He
Don't
was
know
the
what position he
17th
played.
or 18th ranked pro-style passer in the 2017 class. Jake Fromm was third.
Who's the number one ranked pro-style quarterback in the I guess it would have been the 2019.
Let's look it up.
I think that would be one Harrison Bailey.
He was 2020.
Yeah.
But
Hey, Lou, I had a question.
you want me to look up that on 2020? I got it pulled up. I can find it. Let's see.
I got a way more important question.
What is it?
And I asked someone this question in a video last night. What's your top 10 preseason poll for the 2028 season?
Oh my God! Shout out to Ballard Sports Media. And then he said, and then there was a couple of comments that said, I don't know why you're making such a big deal. You're the one that made a hype and hate video for that game already. I made a video about that game the day that game was announced 4 or 5 months ago or whatever. I made a video about the game.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's totally different than wanting someone to give you a preseason ranking for 2021.
Okay, so you can't give me a 2028 top 10 preseason poll. Can you at least, Lou, give me 2025?
Harrison Bailey was third.
Really? I thought he was like the number one recruit, period.
No, he wasn't even a 5-star.
I guess, well, yeah, I know, according to, who was number one and number two?
DJ Ukulele or whatever the hell who went to Clemson. And this other guy.
I know what I was thinking.
CJ Stroud.
Number one player out of Georgia. Right.
Number one. You mean overall the number one player out of Georgia? Or he was the number one pro-style QB out of Georgia.
Definitely the number one QB coming out of whatever, hell, I don't know.
He's the number one pro-style QB in high school in the state of Georgia. Yes.
Right. Okay.
He was the third overall pro-style quarterback behind DJ Ukulele and CJ Stroud, both of which. No, actually. Yeah. The first two were from California.
Okay. So Stroud went to Ohio State.
Let's see. Now, overall recruits from Georgia, regardless of position, Harrison Bailey was 15th.
Okay. So he was number one. He was a 5-star in one service and a 4-star, I think, in the rest of them.
I don't know. I use 24/7 so that don't
Yeah.
have to worry about memorizing all
I
the
think
different
I think
ones.
Rivals upgraded into a 5-star there close to the end, and that's of course what all the Tennessee fans are. Well, he's a 5-star.
Eric Gilbert was the number 1 player in Georgia, the tight end, LSU. Miles Murphy, number 2, defensive end, Clemson. Broderick Jones, number 3, offensive tackle, Georgia. Will Anderson, defensive end, Alabama. Tate Ratledge, offensive tackle, Georgia. So there's your top 5. Tennessee also got the 21st and 22nd ranked player out of the state of Georgia, Jimmy Callaway, wide receiver. And Lyneth Whitehead, inside linebacker.
Lyneth Whitehead, yeah.
Yeah, they're both 4 stars too. Who else? And then Tennessee got the 48th player from the state of Georgia, Danelko Slaughter, safety, 3-star.
Well, you gotta have a damn college degree in something to pronounce some of these kids' names nowadays.
Oh God, you should.
Whatever
you should
whatever
see
happened
me.
to Jim Smith?
Yeah,
and
you should see me in these prediction videos. Which team? There was one team I did. It might have been Minnesota, and like literally every name, I was like, "What is this?" And I remember saying in the video, like, "Listen, if you're a high school football player and your name is unpronounceable, and you want to play college football, send a tape to Minnesota. They will take you." Like I couldn't say a single name. Seemed like I think it was Minnesota. Maybe it was a different team. I think it was Minnesota though. Anyway, we should wrap it up for today.
I think Mad Dog should be the official. I don't know what we call him, the professor of how to correctly pronounce sports names, since he did so well with the Korean baseball.
Yeah, South Korean baseball he was doing.
Yeah.
Neo.
Wing.
Mr. Anderson. Thank you for hitting that PayPal this morning, sir. He says, thank you for continuing to produce a great show. I'm not commenting as much because I'm working. I'm listening most of the time. Thanks again for all you do. Thank you, sir. I'm glad you're able to tune in at least some of the time when you can.
Yep. Neo, what used to be Randall Anderson.
Right. Mr. Anderson. Did you like the Matrix movies?
Did not watch them.
I loved the first one. I love movies that are
Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah, I love movies that are way out of the box, and like you almost have to watch them 2 or 3 times just to fully understand them. I thought it was like a great like the premise of the movie. I thought was amazing. Matrix 2 and Matrix 3, whatever they were called, Reloaded and Rehatched or whatever the hell.
Rehatched.
I thought they kind of dropped the ball a little bit. I mean, they had to make the second 2 to finish the story, and I'm glad I got to see how the story ended, but the second 2 were not nearly as good as the first. I thought the first one was amazing, though. Another movie that's like that is Inception with Leo DiCaprio. Man, that is that movie will blow. You watch that movie, like literally, you watch that movie for the first time, like the second it ends, you're like, okay, I have to watch that again right now. Like it's so. You could watch that movie 5 or 6 times, and every time you pick up things that you didn't catch the first time. Like it's so deep.
Love movies like that.
Yeah, it's a great movie, Inception.
Did you ever, speaking of Leo, did you ever watch The Revenant?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's
I'm a Leo. I
favorite.
saw that in the movies. I like DiCaprio. He's made a ton of good movies. I was a little disappointed in The Revenant. I thought it was a little.
It was long.
Boring. It was very long, and a lot of time by himself. Sort of almost like a Castaway vibe a little bit. He spent a lot of time by himself in the snow. And how about when he comes across? I can't remember if he comes across that dead horse or if he kills the horse or whatever, and he's in the middle of a blizzard.
Yeah, he was. I think, damn it.
Oh,
either ran
jumped
off the
a
side
cliff.
of a mountain.
He jumps off a cliff on the horse to get away from those people, and the horse dies, and it's just freezing cold. he cuts the stomach open of the horse, pulls
Guts
out
the
its stomach.
horse.
Yeah, pulls out its stomachs and
Yeah.
crawls inside the belly of the dead horse to stay warm overnight. I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah, who the hell thought that shit up?
I
You
think
know,
he
some
won.
of the-
I think he won the Academy Award for Best Actor for that movie, if I remember right. But it was it wasn't that it was a bad movie. I think my expectations for DiCaprio movies now are so high that it didn't meet my expectations. But I guess it was still an okay movie, but not one of my favorite.
Yeah, I thought it was great, just a little bit too long.
Yeah. Shutter Island is another one by DiCaprio that's really, really good. It has a
Yeah, I
great
started
twist at the
watching that
end.
one a couple of times,
Yeah.
and haven't finished it yet.
You should. It's got a great twist at the end. I
Are
like
you a
movies like that.
Costner fan at all?
I'm so.
If you haven't watched Yellowstone, I would recommend that too. It's on the
That's
Paramount
series,
Network.
right? Yeah, that's not a movie. That's
Yeah.
a series. Yeah, people
Right.
have recommended that to me before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I was a tad disappointed with the season premiere this past Sunday. I was expecting a little bit more action,
Yeah.
but it was still good. Sometimes you get so hyped up and excited for a premiere, and it comes out, and you're like, damn it. I kind of expect that from Stranger Things this summer when it comes out. I think it's probably not going to be as good as the first three, but we'll see.
Gators Zone, thank you for the super chat. He says, "Have you ever seen In Bruges? If not, watch." No, I've never even heard of that. Have you, BVD?
What's it called again?
You'll have to read it. I don't know.
Yeah, is it a super chat?
Yeah, BRUGE. I don't know. I never heard of that. What's that on? Is that on Netflix or something? Tyler
I've never
P,
heard of
thank
that.
you for the super chat. He says, Garantano went from the number 7 dual threat to number 13 in 1 week. I don't keep up enough with recruiting rankings week to week to know anything about that.
Garantano?
Yeah.
Who the hell's that?
He's
I
the
know he's
savior.
a pretty good quarterback.
He's the savior for Tennessee in 2020.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me ask you this. I know I'm high on Harrison Bailey, too. I know you are, too. Do you wish Garantano would have graduated last year? It's an interesting question because you like
yeah,
you like
it
to have
is.
experience, even if the experience isn't amazing. You know, you like to have some experience, but people aren't blown away by what they've seen from Garantano, and then the hype is so high for Harrison Bailey. Like, if Garantano wasn't
Yeah.
there, that makes Pruitt's decision a lot easier, right? In terms of, like, who to start or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
So, if you
I'm
could, how would you, if you could make it to where he graduated last year, would you, so he wasn't on the team this year, would you do it?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
No,
if I was in
because
y'all's
I like the
shoes.
thought. I like the idea of Harrison sitting for a year.
Yeah.
I want to see him. I want to see what he can do. You know, I want him to be the great quarterback savior at Tennessee, but I also don't want to see him get killed, and I don't want to see his confidence get shot. And I want a redemption story for Garantano because I really like the kid. For him to have stayed there through all the shit he's put up with and dealt with speaks to his character more than anything. And I still believe in the kid. I still believe he's got the potential that not many other Tennessee fans believe in. And
Yeah.
I think I'm hoping like hell. Well, obviously, hoping like hell we have a season that's kind of first and foremost, but I'm hoping that I end up being right about him. I hope
Well,
he
that's
has a
the
great
thing
year.
about that's the thing about being a fan. You can be one of these Tennessee fans that's totally down on Garantano. If he starts and y'all beat Oklahoma week 2, they're going to be celebrating just as hard as the people who were in love with Garantano. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
they're not going to say, "Damn, I wish we would have lost that game because I don't like Garantano." Like, they're going to be,
Yeah.
they'll be cheering just as loud. So, I was never the biggest Fromm fan, but you know, when he played well and we won a game, made me happy.
You loved
you
him.
know. 3-0 against Florida. I was happy every single time, you know. So
Tyler P., I don't think so about Brian Maurer. His mental health is fine, I think. I'm not a big Brian. He's the one that got ragdolled by you guys.
Well, yeah, but didn't it come out this offseason that he had contemplated suicide, or was that someone else?
Yeah, that was him.
Okay. And it was because of that hit from Georgia, right?
Yeah, clearly.
Right.
I'm not as high on Maurer as a lot of people, and he's not starting over Bailey or Garantano.
Is the other guy still there? Y'all had another guy that played some last year,
Yeah.
too. What was his name? Shrout?
JT Shrout.
Yeah, and he's still there, too?
He's still there. For some reason, General was real high on him.
Yeah.
Because he has a cannon for an arm. But, I mean, so what? Got to have them other things that quarterbacks need to be successful. And, of course, he was a freshman last year, so who the hell knows? And I haven't forgotten about Kasim Hill, the kid that transferred from Maryland. He's the quiet one in all this. Who knows? He may show up in camp and when the coach is over.
Pruitt may play 8 quarterbacks this year. There's no telling what that guy.
He might. He might come in there himself.
Yeah.
They might trot Jim Chaney out there because you know how physically fit he is.
Right. Yeah. No doubt.
Or T. Martin. Look at him. Look at T. Martin and Chris Winkie both. Very physically fit young men. I bet we've got the fattest coaching staff in college football. If you weighed them all.
It's up
Thank
there.
God that doesn't have anything to do with coaching ability.
Yeah, clearly. All right. We're going to end 5 minutes early because it's Friday.
Sounds like a plan, Lou.
All right. Big shout out to everybody for tuning in this morning. Those of you that chose to support the show today, thank you so much. Jordan Gary, Tyler P., Celine Driver, Brian Biak, Slim Shady, Waikiki, Gators Owned, Creeping Death, G. Smith, Tyler P. Those of you, I had a couple of you hit the PayPal link too. Make sure and thank you one more time here. Neo, Aaron A., and Rattlehead. Thank you guys for hitting that PayPal this morning. We really appreciate that. Thank you guys for tuning in to the morning show this week. We'll be back Monday morning at 8 a.m. to do it all over again next week. Hope you all have a great weekend and an even better morning. BVD,
That's right.
You get the last word.
See you guys tonight at 8 o'clock. I'll be back at the cabin for one night. And VT, yes, I love T. Martin. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you tonight. Peace.
I've been diagnosed with 7 mental illnesses.
Could you give us a chance if you mind? And I deserve it, please, one last time. Could you give us a chance? We'll be so fine. I hope one day, somehow, I always will meet again. Cause I've been wondering why we still play as we were friends. I hope somehow, I always will meet again. It's time to care. We should just share love one day. Mine. Alone and bored, that's how you feel. You went so far away.
For more music, check out our Spotify and YouTube playlists. Enjoy.